baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's Venezuela taking on the Dominican Republic. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Booth. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Framber Valdez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go. Jose Altuve up to hit here. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. And a 1-2. Ripped to short. Fires over to Guerrero. One up, one down. Well, let's take a look at the lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boo. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Arraez stands in. 2 outs, base is empty. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And we're back. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Ellie De La Cruz. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Makes the grab, 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. And Chris, they're not lacking for players that can hit the ball over the fence.
And with that said, these hitters have to be patient at the plate because the opposing pitchers are not just going to feed them fastballs down the middle. They're going to have to get deeper into counts and sometimes take the walks. But when they get their pitches, they don't usually miss them, and that's what I'm expecting to see here in this one.
And now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. In the air to left, down the line. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. And another ball. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Lifted in the air, right center field. Contreras sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. End of one. And we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Acuna now. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one in the dirt. 3-2 now. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And now the lefty. That one hit to right. Soto gets under it. He's got it. And there's two away. So digging in, Everson Pereira.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
He sets him down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Almost got him. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He nails one out to right, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Rafael Devers. And the righty deals. And another ball.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And Devers hits that one. Squeezes it. One away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The 2-1. That one missing inside. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has something to worry about over first.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Diaz stands at first with 1 out. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-2. That one just misses.
He's not afraid to go to a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1-1. Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Around third. Now a relay to the plate.
Well done. Drives in the run. There's nothing cheap about the way he got down into the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So man aboard. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. And another ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2. 2 runs across in the inning here in game 2. Got him swinging. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We played 2 full. The Dominican Republic lead it 2-0. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. And now it's Wilmer Flores.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And here it comes. That clips the zone, and it's 3-2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there in the hill.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Nobody out, runner at first. Swinging. And 1 out now.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looked like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the topspin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough match to lay off of.
Here's Orlando Arcia. The pitch. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Not even close there. And the count is 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Here comes a pitch. On the ground to the left. They take the force out. That's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of...
Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. One out, base is empty. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. 2 gone.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. Oh, look at the stop. To first. They get the out, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. On to inning number 4. The Tigers on top here, 2-0. We're in the second game of this division series. And now here is Jackson Chourio. The 2-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The third baseman, number 3.
Now the third baseman, Luis Arias. Delivers outside.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner on the move. That one the other way, and it stays fair. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. And that's a double.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. One and 2 now on Acuna. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Ground ball up the middle. That's That's a base hit. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Now the second run is in.
Nicely done. Brings home two. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's William Contreras. And another ball.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
Next up, in there for a strike. And the count's even at 2. The pitch. Double play ball to second. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first down.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job is to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happens, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Acuna, the runner at second with one away. There's the strike. Valdez, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Line drive.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. And a pitch.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Hit hard, that gets through. Headed for the plate. The throw in. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Hebert Ruiz will hit next. 2 outs. That one off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. At the belt and fires. Ripped on a line. And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead to the bottom of inning number 4 now. Venezuela on top 3-2. Bottom 4, here's Juan Soto.
The right field.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Righty delivers. Check swing, no appeal.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And 2-1 hammered the foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Lopez gets the swing and the miss, and there's one away.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Rafael Devers up to hit. And down on strikes he goes. 2 up, 2 down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
The catcher.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Well struck right field. Contreras moving back for it. And he goes airborne to make the catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Orlando Arcia, the next to hit. And it skips into dirt. Movement in the bullpen. Yohan Duran, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Soto, a left-hander, also throwing. Two and one now. On the ground, Marte gets it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. One down, base is empty. Makes the sliding stop. And they get the out. Two outs, base is empty. Jackson Chourio now at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. And that one hit to first. Guerrero takes it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And a pitch. Swings through that.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
3-2 now. Activity in the bullpen. Jose Suarez. Warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Warming up as well. Back to work, 3-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the right-hander deals. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Got the back going too soon. It's strike two. And now the count is even.
It's a good take.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. Ketel Marte. Whole team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Top of the 6th inning, leading off Luis Arias. Ball to strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game. And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today. Well, set to throw pitch number 100. He needs a quick inning here if he's going to be able to make it through 6 complete.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Really nice job to take that inside pitch and pull it into the gap. He could have easily spun off of it or just been tied up. He stayed short to the baseball, and he was thinking triple right out of the box.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Yohan Duran on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Duran, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And the pitch. Out to short. Zips it to first. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance, and the lead is 2.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Now it's the right fielder, William Contreras. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now Everson Pereira. Contreras at first, 1 gone. Wouldn't chase that time.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you. And it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And the righty deals. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Contreras around second, headed for third. Coming home. He scores. It's 5-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next, Wilmer Flores. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2. And at second. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
He just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the catcher, Hebert Ruiz. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
That one missed. Orlando Arcia up next. Righty to the plate. Here's a rocket out to left. And that's the 3rd out. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Marlins out front here, 5-2. Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Suarez.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So the lineup flips over. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career.
Tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. So digging in, Jason Dominguez. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Number 30 preparing to come on if needed. Quijada also getting ready. The pitch. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that one got a piece of it. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
This guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Trying to close that gap. But, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Step off throw to first. Back in there standing. And now the lefty. Strike 2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Missed with a changeup. And it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And here it comes. Runner on the go. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner on the go again. And the base hit up the middle. They throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And now it's Juan Soto. Right through there for a strike. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And here goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game, and it ties it up. It's 5-5.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slurve. And now Yainer Diaz. The line to kick the pitch. Now, that's the third out. Inning over. Well, the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. All even at 5 apiece. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Yimi Garcia. Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a 3-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
So up next, Jose Altuve. One down, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Right-hander kick steals. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 6-5.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jackson Chorio will hit next. Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Marte throws the first in time. And there's 2 down. On the mound now, Angel De Los Santos.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the third baseman, Luis Arias. 2 down, nobody on. In the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 30.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So digging in, Julio Rodriguez.
A lot of times you're looking for get that tying run on base, but because of that, we want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
On the ground, right side, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Fights it off. You'll see another. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 2. That one to first. Turns and hits for second. Here's the throw. But he's in there easily.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on the pitch like he did right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
1 out. Runner at second. Ketel Marte getting ready to hit. Next offer in there for a strike. 1 and 2 with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Worm into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the runner. The throw home. It's out the back and he scores. And this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom of the 7th. And that one almost hit him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And there's 2 away. Tied at 6. Jason Dominguez digs in now. Two outs. Drill out towards left center field. That's well struck. The Drills it in on the warning track. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. And we're back. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
This guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And a swing and a miss. One away.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit out somewhere, and it's not out.
Big trouble here, hits it away for the out. Number 2. Tied at 6. Now the left fielder, Everson Pereira. Swings through that one out the front that time. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Jose Quijano. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. The wind of the pitch. In the air, left field. He's under it. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. It's the 9th, and we are tied. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. The wind of the pitch. Popped up. Marquez should have it. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. Now the catcher up to hit, Hebert Ruiz. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One down, runner at first. Orlando Arcia will hit next. Runner takes off and fouled off. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Jackson misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The 1-4 just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking at.
New pitcher now, Gregory Soto. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And that's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next pitch is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jackson Chorio in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. And that's in for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Ruiz off of first with 2 away. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Third out. So 1 hit is all they get. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. And we're all even at 6 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Pedro Avila.
Now Pedro Avila.
Tied at 6. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Matty Diaz. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give him one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
2 away now. Down the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Trying to send this to extra innings. Foul ball there. In the air out towards right center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jackson Chorio.
The center fielder, Jackson.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And that one fouled off. The pitch. That misses. The count now 2-2. Movement in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. So up next, Luis Arias.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Not close with that one, and the count 2-1. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty.
That's the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hits it away for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drop it.
Tied at 6. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Bounced up the middle. The guy, he's got it from his knees. The player on the money. Next play.
Making it look easy at the Keystone.
¡Qué jugada, mi gente de Catel Martel! Dios mío, la República Dominicana no se quiere quedar atrás.
Bottom of the
Sí,
inning.
señor.
Ketel Marte.
Vamos allá.
They're thinking to yourself,
Acaba el juego.
Absolutely.
Acábalo.
You're hungry. You're ready to go home.
Vamos, que Martel, yo voy a ti. Vamos, vamos allá, vamos allá.
got him looking. Now 1-1.
¿Cómo así? Dios mío, estamos en la 10. Tú no te puedes quedar mirando la bola por todo el medio.
So he's been a little over
Esquina adentro, pero no le gustó.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz.
Vamos, una tabla que no ha hecho nada.
The 1-2. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 2 away.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your left side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up when he couldn't get a piece at all.
Digging in, Jason Dominguez. Swings through that one for strike 2. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets.
Dios mío, Dios, está en tu casa, está 1-0, la serie 1-0. Rompe esa bola.
Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
Power slider guy, though. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Mira de 1-3. Esta la estás viendo bien. A 101, abusador.
That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close.
A 101 otra vez que no la vio. Ni yo la vi. Ni él tampoco. Diablo, ahora se la bajó a 98. Este juego no es para cardíaco. Uy, de pecho. Lindo. Se acabó, se acabó, se acabó, se acabó, se acabó. Nos fuimos, nos fuimos, nos fuimos. El slider otra vez. No. A ver cuál lo va a tirar. Esa es la que yo quiero, esa misma. Esa misma, rómpelo a 901. ¡Uf! ¡Pau! 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 Lindo RD, nos fuimos, hablamos el martes, porque el lunes bateo yo. Vamos, vamos, diablo, mira lo que viene ahora, candela. Vamos. Hagan algo. Hagan algo. No, pero no sea así de comer, no. Ya. No. Tírale, tírale, tírale. Él está arriba. Diablo, brother. ¿Cómo fue? Tira ahí, ¿cómo que trae, brother? Oh, yo sí. Se fue lejos. Juan Soto, lleva 2. Un home run. Papi, si la saca ahora, hace historia Juan Soto. Todo el mundo está de pie, mi gente. Todo el mundo, todo RD. Todo RD está de pie. Todo RD está de pie. Disfronté ahí es que es. Tírame la buena. No me fronten. No. No. Ya, te queda alta, brother. Dios, pero este se cree que está tumbando pana, papi. O papaya. No, papi, tú no estás tumbando papaya. Te hace falta machete para eso. Ya, qué abusador. Qué abusador. Papi, imagínate el palo de la vida. ¡Uah! ¡Ay, el palo de la vida! Yo. En la 11, bro. Ya, vamos para la 12. ¡Qué juegazo! Mira, está 1-0, mi gente. Adelante, Venezuela. Esto no es para cardíaco. Ya lo octavo, noveno y primero. Clase. Dar clase a esta gente, vamos. Está todo. Buena. Liner. Uy, a 99. Ya no veo esa, la de 101. Ya no la veo más nada. Eso fue el primer lanzamiento. RD está encendido. Nervioso, estoy nervioso, mi gente, estoy nervioso. En la 12, mi gente. El juego no se quiere acabar. Lindo se fue. Hablamos el martes. I love it. Este que tenerle miedo. A este que hay que tenerle miedo, mi gente. Que si nos ganan, vamos para Venezuela. Y allá sí que está la cosa mala. Se quedó. Uf. Vamos allá, mi gente, vamos allá. Para el nebuleo, para el nebuleo. Lindo gestón, se fue. ¡Wow! La de 101, la que estaba esperando. ¡Wow! Se fue. Sí, señor. Ay, mi madre. Ya, la batería baja ahora. José Álvaro. Alvarado. One hole. Este lo ha pichado mucho, mi gente. Esta es la primera vez que está aquí en el calentón. Es la primera vez que está en el calentón. Vamos. Y está sacando la cara para allá para Júpiter y eso. Él la quiere mandar allá a los cocos sin darle. No, papi, así no es. Ay, Dios mío. 4-0. Este es tu momento. Este es tu momento. Esto se acabó. Julio. 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 Vamos para picar. Julio. 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 No se callen, no se callen. Hijo, tranquilo. Mira, todo el mundo cállese mejor. Cállese todo el mundo, cállese. No digan nada que me lo emociona. ¡No! ¡Diablo! ¿Qué es esto, mi gente? ¿Qué es lo que está pasando aquí? Esto es una guerra de pitcher, pa. En la última entrada. Una guerra de pitcher. Sí, señor. Ya, dar una palabra, mira que viene ahora, la bestia. La bestia. El enano con el corazón gigante. Se quedó en right field. El que le da puño y lo achoca. Qué juegazo, wow. Igor el Santo. Diablo, mira la era de 81. Ay, Dios mío, a este le van a dar hasta por debajo de los sobacos. Dios mío, ¿por qué me quitaron a clase? Mira quién viene ahora. Uf, tiene 3 borrones. No. Uf. Sinter, lindo, buena. En ti confiamos, ¿oíste? En ti confiamos. No se la ponga alta. Siga bajita, bajita. En ti confiamos. ¡Ya! Esto se puso feo. A color de hormiga. Ya, brother. Y esta pichadera. ¿Qué lo que es? Y esa gente de RD, ¿qué le pasó? El puyaje está funcionando hoy. Diablo, brother, mira, todo el mundo callado, brother, mira. Temblando, le están temblando las piernas, la fanaticada. No. Con ustedes que yo quiero vejear. Otra vez Puerto Rico y RD en la final. Esa es la serie que yo quiero ver. Vamos, RD. Muñeca. Vamos allá. Vamos allá. Eso es. Vamos a oír. Dios mío, mira que viene ahora. Envásame lo que se jode. Hacemos doble play. Está asustado. Cacho, todo el mundo está asustado aquí. Todo el mundo está asustado. ¡Wow! ¡Doble play! ¡Wow! ¡Esto se quiere caer! ¡Wow! ¿Y qué es esto? Dios mío, Dios, ¿qué es esto? Esto se quiere caer en la estamos en la Teresa, porque si me lo besa, ¡ay! ¡Ay! Abusador, cartel. Todo el mundo está cogiendo ponche aquí, pero ¿qué es lo que tienen estos pitchers, loco? Nadie batea, todo el mundo me mocha. Ya, brother, nadie ponche. 5-0. Oh, yo no puedo creer esto. Yo no puedo creer esto. No, yo tampoco lo creo. ¿Usted lo cree? Dime en los comentarios si lo creen. Hablen claro. Mijo, yo te necesito en primera, como sea, pero te necesito en primera, vamos. Uf. Vamos, como tú quieras, pero te necesito en primera. Uy, Dios mío, Dios. Busquen a Mini Ramírez, ¿cómo se llama este hombre, bro? Jason. ¡Lindo! ¡Vamos allá! Diablo, se quedó en segunda, en primera y me lo explotaron. ¡Uy, Dios! ¿Qué es esto? ¡Ay! ¡Diablo, qué lindo, abusador! Esto se acaba ahora. ¿Quién viene? Eso es. Ese es swing. Mirando la bola encima de ella. Ay, mira quién viene, la máquina de guerra. La máquina de guerra. Viene la máquina de guerra. En la última, en la este me lo más bebesa. Uy, mira que viene ahí. Fue wow. Juan Soto. Uy, Dios mío, es que le duelen. ¡Listo! ¡Se acabó! ¡Ah! cago en la ma. Coño. Ya. Ya. Perdón. Ya.
All set for the start of the
Wow.
inning. Now the right fielder, William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to
Qué
get to the
juegazo,
bigs.
mi gente.
This kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched it on the backfield taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great.
Hay que grabarlo, amigo.
Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson.
En la 14 entrada, mi gente. En la 14 entrada. Vamos.
Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that long.
Qué juegazo.
He might be better than me eventually.
Righty delivers. And there's the strike.
Lindo, vamos allá.
Right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And another ball. They tried to get him to chase and a slider down and away.
Flores lleva un morrón aquí también. 3 llaves, lleva 3 impulsadas. Hay que tenerle miedo también.
Right-handed reliever.
Lindo. Diablo, pasó. Pasó la bola, moño.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile.
Cambio adentro alto. Así te da línea más.
Down. Now, Wilmer Flores. And the right-hander deals. That's in there.
Sin que la afuera, vamos. Cambio afuera. Fuera.
Righty to the plate.
Lindo. Lindo lanzamiento.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count. Get the guy in the box.
Qué juegazo, mi gente. Qué juegazo.
To chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
¿Qué te puedo decir? Qué juegazo.
Now, Hebert Ruiz. 2 outs. And a count 1-2.
Wow, estamos en la 14, mi gente. Esto no es chiste. Este juego pasó lo de tribu.
And misses inside.
Papi, yo lo quiero ver. Que se acabe ahora.
The other way.
¡Ya! Pero no así.
Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home.
Se fue bajón. A mitad de calle. Papi, pero qué fresco tú eres, papi. Papi, ya, por lo Venezuela te vas a darte la cantazo. Hijo, mira, todo el mundo, mira, te pichó y todo. ¡Wow! ¿Cómo tú te vas a tirar así?
Back here in extras.
Mira, lo sacaron y todo. Oh.
To the bottom half of the inning. Edward Alzolay.
Papi, le pusieron un derecho a la bestia.
That's the right fielder. Juan
Esto se acabó. ¿Sí o no?
1-1 now. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Esto se acabó.
And the righty deals. Stays alive.
¡Ay! La vi lejos, brother. Vamos a ver si es pagado o sobrepagado.
And the pitch.
Demuestra que eres el mejor pagado, vamos.
And a
¡Ay! ¡Wow!
And just can eat you off, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch.
No puede ser, le partió la cintura al pan.
And
Así me quedé yo. La misma cara puse, brother. Rafael,
Base is empty.
hala algo.
And he picks it up in foul territory.
De 5-0, manito, brother. Te van a caer la cantazo. Esta de 6-0, para estar en RD, pasando bochorno. A los fogues te va a pasar la piedra. No te la van a perdonar. Y Molusco menos. Y Playmaker, imagínate, mucho menos. Ya.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two now. And Julio Rodriguez waiting for a turn at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. They're at the bottom of the 14. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Todo el mundo callado, hasta yo me callé.
And a payoff pitch. Out to short, Arcia. Tosses across the first. Got him. 15th inning on the way. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. The line to kick the pitch. Right through there for a strike. That's a little bit low. Jose Altuve waits on deck. Three and two now. Bounced out to short. De La Cruz. One up and down. Tied at 6. Jose Altuve now at the plate. One down, base is empty. Inside corner for a strike.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
In the air, right field. Makes the grab. 2 down. Jackson Chourio digs in now. Two down, nobody on. Here in extra innings. And he can't make the play. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
¿Qué pasó ahí?
Felix Bautista. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Wow.
Here's the third baseman, Luis Arias. 2 outs.
2-1.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Fócate en el bateador, vamos.
The pitch. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses in.
Se fue. Oh, wow. Sí, yo quiero ver eso.
Really showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang play. StatCast gives us the data,
Right.
and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that one fouled off.
Wow. Este no es cualquier persona tampoco. Se puede acabar el juego aquí mismo. Se acabó el juego, eso es lindo. Vamos, nos fuimos. Papi, hagan algo, hagan algo, hagan algo, hagan algo. Ya me he comido 4 paquetes de semillas. Ustedes.
And we're back. We're in extras here. And now the center fielder. The pitch. In the air, right field. Contreras in position. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So up next, Jose Ramirez. Base is empty, one away, and we're deep into extras. Way out front for strike 2.
2-2.
The pitch. Up the middle. Dives. He doesn't have a player, and they don't get the out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
One down, runner at first. And here is Tatis runs. And fouled off. Move to first. Tatis dives back in. One down. Winning run on at first. And now 2-2. Kicks and deals. Runner goes again. Pitch inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the shortstop,
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
At the belt and fires. Outside, 2-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. And here in extra innings. Two now. Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. That's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now into the game, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's the new 3rd baseman. Tied at 6. And now the DH, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Well, he came out clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
The pitch. Big swing and miss. Activity in the bullpen. Hector Neris getting loose out there for Aaron Boone.
In a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear.
Wow.
So digging in, William Contreras. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Juega. Estamos pagándole, ¿qué pasó? Heredé tiene que ganar este juego sí o sí. ¿Cuánto era? Ya lo a 103. Agustador. Eso es mucha milla.
One down, base is empty. Everson Pereira to bat next.
101.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the ball.
This guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Everson Pereira getting ready to hit. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 strike.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. I'll tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job, 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Bottom of the inning, down the number 2 hitter, Jason Dominguez. And a pitch. Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And he grounds one to the right side. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
So next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's the strike. The next offer misses. 2-2. The pitch. High in the air, out to right. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the inning.
Papi, el juego se está poniendo aburrido, brother. Bien cabrón. Ganando. 17 innings son 17 innings. Y este tipo tirando la 101 millas. Macho.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Tied at 6. And here's the catcher, Hebert Ruiz. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. And back to the 2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Orlando Arcia. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here deep into extra innings. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The big righty strikes out the side. So they make short work of him there. Another chance to win it. Home half of the inning coming up. And we're all even at 6 apiece. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Brusdar Graterol. Devers now.
For the Dominican Republic, the designated
Here's a 1-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
now catcher.
Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. And here it comes. He goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
As he was out front that time. And a 1-2. Got him swinging. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Hector Neris. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman.
And the right-hander deals. He walked in, and that will keep things going.
A great pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
So digging in, Jackson Chourio.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but like a clean stolen base, he can be pretty proud of himself.
That one misses. Got 3
First pitch struck from the pitcher, but then no panic at all. The hitter very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, no outs. Now the third baseman, Luis Arias. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Just missed.
That's awful, because I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1. Out to first, and that is a double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Now it's the DH, Ronald Acuna Jr. And the righty deals. And a count 1 and 2. Two outs. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Dives, but it's foul. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
So coming into the game now on defense, Andres Jimenez. He'll play second. Tied at 6. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis waits. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Wouldn't chase that time. And another ball. Ketel Marte up next. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're deep into extras. And that's back the inside edge, but it's 2 and 1. Swinging it deep. This one's got a chance.
¡Se acabó! ¡Se acabó!
He powers that one out of here, and they walk it off in game 2.
in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victory.
Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's San Juan going up against Cuba. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and our starting pitcher here today, Carlos Rodon. What do you look for here?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
All right, ready to get underway. Now, here is Javier Baez. Rodon ready. Here comes. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way off the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Pitch misses there. 3-1. And it's second.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And the pitch. Hard ground ball, base now. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
next to hit. This is inside, and that's ball 2. That one almost got him. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in game 3. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And now, Navarro. The pitch. And another ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And a good eye there.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 6th of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Split on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient. It paid off.
Here's Carlos Correa. And a 1-1. And that's in for a strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Eddie Rosario. The 1-1 is fouled off. Four runs already in the frame here in game 3 of the NLDS. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. The 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
2 outs, base is empty. MJ Melendez now at the plate. And it's fouled away.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And there's a ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. This is Willie Castro. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, bro. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Wouldn't chase that time. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Runs it up to 96 to avoid the punch out. 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and getting the start, Seth Lugo.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ripped to third and caught. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that,
so that ball makes it 1-2.
Oh, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it. Hit it hard at the distance. Just too much hook to it. So I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible. Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. Top of the second, and now it's Christian Vasquez.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
The line of the pitch. And quickly run away in the second.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. Once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Fastball for a strike. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. There's a swing and a drive. Oh, and he dunks it off the foul pole. He sends it out of here. His second homer of this series. It's 6-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the road. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and this is one he'd like. Back with a new arm after this. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Rodriguez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. The 1-1. In the air out to center. Robert on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Navarro. 2 outs, base is empty. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He'll touch them all. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 7-0.
Throws a pretty hard slider, but when it doesn't break, it's just like a good fastball to hit. And right there, eyes got big, hit that ball really hard, and now he's getting high fives in the dugout.
Base is empty with 2 away. Navarro will hit next. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Robert pulls it down, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. This is the National League Division Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Adolis Garcia.
Well, being down 1-0 in a 3-game series, you really start feeling that pressure, and that can work against you for sure. You got to stay positive if you don't take game 1.
Pitch is in there, and it's 1-2. Missed. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
It's a little concerning when a fastball gets away like that. No run or break to worry about, and it's still hit him.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Lugo, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
And now it's going to be number 73. Lindor makes the catch. 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
2 outs. And that one almost got him. Just off the inside edge.
He never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a pitch. Foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
At the belt and fires. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That is the inning. On to the 3rd inning, and here comes Carlos Correa. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Next offering is in for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And a pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. A sliding stop. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
So up next, Eddie Rosario. Left-hand hitter waits. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. That one just missing inside. Now 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sure had home run distance, but being a pitcher out on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
One out, bases empty. Into center. Moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, MJ Melendez. We go to the last of the 3rd. Yandy Diaz now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Edgar Carroll getting ready to hit. Swing and deep. This one's got a chance right back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A monster shot to right, and they're on the board. It's 7-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And a ball evens the count. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to do better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Aledmys Diaz now. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to short, Lindor. Gathers and throws to first. That ends the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now 7-1. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, number 48.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So now the DH spot, Willie Castro. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Kicks and deals. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses. And the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Check on the runner, and he's back safely. Castro leads off first with 1 away. And that one hammered way back there. Gone! Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that. And probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel. He got afraid to extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor.
2-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. That smash towards center. Makes the grab for the second out.
Number 8.
So 2 down now, and here is Navarro. 2 runs across in the inning, top half of inning number 4. And that's in the dirt. Navarro in the on deck circle. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That one felt good. That's his 7th home run of the series, and they boost their lead. It's 11-1.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who could blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through now.
Out of the bullpen is Will Smith. So 2 down. Now a chance for Carlos Correa. Off the mark there. 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Eddie Rosario digs in now. Here comes a pitch. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that is that. Third game of the division series. Luis Robert now. Up and in, 3-1.
You know, this group of hitters just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Adios. Time. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 11-3.
Breaking ball on the outside corner requires the hitter to remain patient. If you leak too soon, you're going to roll over on it or you're going to swing and miss. Perfect mechanics right there. Nice home run.
it's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. That's down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and deep drive. This one's got a chance. Right back there, and boom goes the dynamite. They go back-to-back. It's 11-4.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And now, number 73. Swing, and he breaks his back. Lindor makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Here's the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Pretty well struck out towards right center. It falls in, and that's a hit.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And a foul ball. The 1-2. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, M.J. Melendez. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location, he just guessed right. And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Willie Castro. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And a pitch. That misses. Full count, 3-2.
In that location, hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, number 32.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Leading off, Edgar Carroll.
The catcher,
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The line of the pitch. This one in the air, right field. Sizing this one up. Corrals it. 1 down.
the second baseman, Andrew.
So digging in, Andy Ibanez. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Action in the pen down there. Jose De Leon. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. And downstairs. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. That was blasted to the moon. It's 11-5.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One out, base is empty, and it's Aledmus Diaz. Swings and blocks one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and flipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Could be a chance here for them to start falling back into this ballgame.
And now it's Luis Robert. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
So it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like...
Swing and deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Adolis Garcia blasts one out. His second home run of the game. It's 11-7. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in the sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball.
Gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come attacking these hitters.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now Yordan Alvarez. That one lifted to left. And it falls. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And now here is number 73. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. The batter now, Javier Baez. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now if he did.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next pitch misses. It's 2-2.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Garcia snags it for the second out.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
At the plate, Navarro, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there on to the bottom of inning number 6. The Tropics have the lead 11-7. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Out to short. Lindor on to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
We talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Right back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. And they're chipping away. It's 11-8.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Base is empty, 1 away. Digging in, Edgar Carroll. And there's a ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The pitch. Got him swinging.
He's got to throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Back to the top of the lineup. Andy Ibanez now at the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Alexis Diaz up and throwing. Floro getting cranked up as well. Lindor on the first. And that is the inning. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Cionel Perez.
Now, Cionel Perez.
Navarro getting ready to hit.
The first baseman, number 10.
And that one ripped to left. Alvarez makes the play. One up, one down.
The third baseman, number 4.
Now Correa up to hit. That misses, and that's ball 3. One down, base is empty. Inside ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Eddie Rosario. And now the lefty, Correa goes. That one fouled off. Two. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Goes to second for 1. Return to first down. Double play, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time. The Tropics lead it 11-8. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Jimenez. Aledmus Diaz now. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
And he deals. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. This one popped up. Settles underneath it. And he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting.
So next, Luis Robert.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count's even at 2.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him looking. And now 2 gone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout. And this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
2 down, nobody on. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Make the make.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Alexis Diaz comes on now, and he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. So digging in, Yordan Alvarez. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Garcia leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Tropics out front, 11-8. We go to the 8th, and here is MJ Melendez. The pitch. And another ball. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. But he's in there easily.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So man aboard. And next is the designated hitter, Willie Castro. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. And here it comes.
Ball.
And that's in dirt. And it's a full count. And ball 4 to a board.
Now batting,
Christian Vasquez, the hitter.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. Ball to strike. The pitch. Gets him to chase after that one.
You tell a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
This one in the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And the pitch. Line and a base hit into right.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's Javier Baez. Here's a 1-1. Way inside.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Here's a 2-1. Outside.
Need a strikeout. Perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he knows some points.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. One runs in. A second scores as well. And the lead is up to 5.
RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Will take over here.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And the righty deals. Swinging and a ground ball in the middle. That's a base hit. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 15-8.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
No outs, runner at first. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Navarro.
This runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Nope.
That one close, rule the ball. All two. Righty delivers. And that one missing low.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
This is the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Navarro. 4 runs already in the frame here in the late stages of Game 3. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And at first, well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Lindor off of first with 2 away. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. To the right side, Ibanez. Throws to first in time. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. And we're back. And now the DH, number 73. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 1 away.
Now third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets the outside corner with that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Emilio Pagan appears to be getting loose. Cruz also throwing. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
A 1-2. And another ball. Tries to hold up. Appeal to first. Did not go. Here comes a 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Now back.
Runner at first with 2 away. Edgar Carroll, the next to hit. And a pitch. That catches the corner. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Adrian Morejon. Now it's the right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
The right fielder, Eddie.
Left-hand hitter waits. A little bit low. Movement in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. And that one is in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's downstairs and outside. The wind of the pitch. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound, because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
So man aboard. Now the left fielder, M.J. Melendez. And now it's 1-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitcher hoping for a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Kicks and deals. To short, could be 2. Diaz. Blunt flip to second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Tropics on top 15-8. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Emilio Pagan.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. The 1-1. In the air, out towards left center. Navarro makes a nice running catch. He's 2 outs away. Aledmys Diaz digs in now. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Now he breaks his bat. Navarro. Flip to the pitcher, covering, and there's 2 down.
Now center fielder, Louis Robert.
So they're down to their final out. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert. And that's outside. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Pagan is just 1 strike away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that's it. They're moving on to the National League Championship Series.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
Time of the ball, 3 hours and 15